Well, good morning. It is a beautiful Sunday morning in the Melrose showroom because it is always beautiful in the Melrose showroom. It doesn't matter what the weather outside happens to be. We are live here in Atlanta and we are standing in one of our new collections, Curated Country. Now, if you were watching me when I went to Dallas, I walked through the showroom and I shared with you some of the trending product that's available. But this morning I just wanted to do something a little different. I know you guys are probably still at home. Just real quick, you know, we're doing this live. If you are watching me live, or if you're watching this even in a playback, I want to know, are you here in Atlanta on Sunday morning, or are you packing at home? Are you coming to Atlanta, or do you happen to not be coming to market at all and you're just going to plan to watch all the videos all week and let me share with you all this trending product? So I just kind of want to know, are you here? Are you there? What's going on with you? I flew in yesterday. I talk really fast usually when I get in for an intro, and then I walk through the showroom and really take a look at things. Because I was in Dallas and I did some walkthroughs with you, our Dallas showroom is a lot smaller than what our Atlanta showroom happens to be. So when we get here, it's always exciting because I get to see what the designers did differently, because they always change things up. They learn things in Dallas, and they learn, hey, you know, this floral would really go better with this one. And then they also kind of take a look at the overall aesthetics, and they kind of switch them up a little bit. And I wanted to start here. This is not the main focal point for what they've put together for Curated Country. This is kind of in the back part of the showroom, but I think it's really important. We talked about how the trends that are coming out right now are really a shift. Like it took a really hard 90-degree turn from that sterile black and white, or that cream and black, or the wood tones that were really, really light colored. And when we look at this table, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, because I can stand here and I can see trend, 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 all in one area. And so I think this is really important. The first trend is we've moved away from black and we're seeing this midnight blue coloring that's coming in. And so it's not every single product that's in the showroom done like this, but this is where it's going. We're getting away from that black, definitely away from that farmhouse black and white that we saw maybe 4 and 5 seasons ago, and we're going to something that's just a little bit warmer, a little bit more tone to it. The other thing we see is this accent piece right here. And this may not seem like a big deal to you guys when you first look at this, but this is a really big deal, because the product development team stressed to me that all of the products that we're bringing in are going to have just a little bit of that coloring there. Is it bronze? Well, sometimes we call it bronze. Sometimes we'll say ochre, golden. I love that rich butter color yellow that you'll see in products. But all of those golden tones are working very well together with the browns, and it's warming everything up. That's trend number 1. That's really important. All 6 collections, we're seeing that warming up. We're seeing that change. And that's because we want something that's just a little bit more comforting and a little bit warm overall. The second trend, when I look at this table, it comes from the wood tones. And so a few seasons ago, when you were looking at the wood tones, you saw really, really light, almost white wood tones. And you would even see like a whitewash across any of the products that we brought in. I'm just going to go ahead and pick this up for Shelly so that she can show you this. These are these metal tins that we have. They're always painted on the inside. They have fantastic trending new patterns on the outside. And I think Ken talks about that a little bit in his video. But the wood tops are different, even different for us from like 2 or 3 seasons ago when we started bringing in these containers that all nest together nicely. It's warmer. It's got a little bit more richness and warmth in the color tone. We see that again here. So a few years ago, we might have seen that this had a little bit more of a whitewash finish on it. And instead, we've got this nice smooth surface here, but these warmer wood tones. Very different than what you've seen in the past. So that's something you're going to be looking for wherever you go in market, or when you're watching the videos and I'm showing you the products. We're going to see the move away from the black and white, and we're going to see a warmth. The next thing we're going to see that happens to be on this table too is texture. And then we see texture in a couple of different things. These nice little lambs here. I love this mama and baby. I assume this is a mama and baby. I have kids, so I always think that way. I think, oh, it's mama and little baby, and they're nuzzling each other. They are super cute. We've got a lot of detail here in the face. You can see almost every little hair on their faces. Now, several of these lambs have come in. We've got them in some different colors. I don't know if we'll show you that this morning, but we have a set with the gray. But what's really trending is the texture. And so these are the sheep this year, and I'm going to have Shelly show you over here some of the sheep that we've had in the past, and they're just a different feel to them. These feel great. but these have even more of an authentic texture and feel, and that's what's trending. The large sheep here in the back, if you're looking for a focal point in your store, you're looking for something that really makes your tables stand out, you definitely want to pick this guy up because he's just exceptional. Then we move over to the pottery, and then we start to feel, and I say feel because you can see it from a distance. There's a lot of texture on this pitcher that's here. We have a very nice vessel here that could have botanicals in it. The taller one, I always like the taller vases because you can build some height, some peaks and valleys on your display table. And then the peaches, and I did this in Dallas. You guys know how I like to touch and feel every single thing, but the peaches feel like little peaches. I just think this is amazing. It's like, oh, those are the perfect little peach sprays. So we do have some sprays with the fruit on them. We do have some oranges. We do have some lemons. We have a bowl of fruit that has a lot of very realistic different apple pieces that come through. So this table, we saw the touch and the feel, we saw the color, and then we saw that overall warmth, and those are the things that you really want to see when you're at market this week. Now, just come with me here through Curated Country. I just want to show you a few things I missed in Dallas that you didn't get a chance to see. As we come through here, you're going to see a lot more of our Fia Wick candles. They're right here on the edge of this table. Fia Wick is something we brought out at holiday. There are 5 different colors, and this one just happens to be the ivory. It's a very beautiful candle. I always love the radiance. And you can't really see it with all these big showroom lights on, but when I put my hand back here, you can really see the radiance of that candle. It just flickers and comes to life. Now, this was something that, you asked for it and we listened. You said, I love the Fia flame candle, but I'd really like to have that in the wick. And so they designed this to have that same technology with the burnt wick and the texture and the real wax feel with the timers, everything that you asked for, all in one candle. And so we're seeing those there on that table. As we slide through to this is really the main area. This is the area that the designer set up to be the main area for Curated Country. I just wanted to show you that table because of those trending elements. But let's now watch for them together. Let's take a look at this table and the new products that are here and see if you can identify them. Like, I can even see it immediately in the warmth of these wooden trays. They're a much darker color wood than what you've seen before, and also in the botanical that's sitting in there in the vase itself. The botanical has little bits of that golden ochre color right there in with it. We've got that nice soft sage green. It's beautiful. We've got those creamy whites, no stark whites there, but it's in every little piece. And then let's look at the horse right next to it. Immediately what you're going to see is, if in the past that might have been a solid black statue or a solid black piece, but instead we have the bronze coloring on the metallic that gives it all the accent pieces for it. That's it. That's trending. That's what you're looking for. We're going to move across the table, and again, make sure to use your eye. Do you see it in the botanicals? Do you see it in the wood tones? I certainly do. I love those tall vases there in the center. They really picked a good focal point for this large setup here because those 4-tone vases, they have a lot of texture on the outside. They have the warmth of the wood look. And then again, with the cream botanicals, very good combination. Our designers are so good. I mean, very good designers. They did an exceptional job when they came through here for Curated Country. I'm in love with it. Now, when I was in Dallas, we had a group of 6 ladies. And when a group of 6 ladies comes in shopping, you know how we are. We like to talk, right? And so I was doing the live broadcast, and I was in Curated Country, and they were standing in front of the horse portraits and for the horse wall art and the cattle. And so I did not get to show you that at all. So I want to make sure to point that out to you. Now, here's another little trend that's going on with products. You'll notice that these have a little bit more of an oil painting accent on them instead of the focus so much on the watercolors. Now, in the past, we had a lot of watercolor art that we were bringing in for you. I can even remember a different horse that came in like that was all watercolor. But we are seeing a push and a movement towards a little bit more of the faux oil painting look. And so that first horse there where he's got his head turned, gorgeous coloring there. I love the golden highlights. I love, how many times would you ever see a horse that has blue on their face? I mean, that is a beautiful piece that's going to go right into your customers' homes because, as we know, customers like to pick up a little bit of that blue to coordinate with what they always have. Our longhorn cattle down below, wow, that is a really nice piece of wall art. That is one I did not get to show you in Dallas. And again, I really like how they showcased it here with that backdrop. You almost feel like you're in big sky country, don't you? Like you've got a little bit of that sky. Maybe it's the sunset working together back there. We're going to slide on over across and look at a couple more pieces of wall art that they have. This horse here in the back, I did not get to show you. I want to point out the frame on this one because this is the bronze framing. And so again, we're going to see that coloring. It's trending, it's hot, and look at all the brush strokes. A lot of detail in this piece of wall art. If you have not been selling wall art, it has not been a category for you, this is something you want to go talk to your Melrose sales rep about because it is definitely a category that is growing. Now, as we come down to this table, we're going to see a few more of our metal containers with our wooden tops, that warmer color of the wood, but this textile right here, look at the colors, look at the golden hues that are there. And this is not done with a black print. This is actually a very, very dark brown, but the whole thing warms up this entire look. Our designers changed these out too. These used to be black when you'd come in here and you looked at the old farmhouse or urban farmhouse look. You guys, this is farmhouse 2.0. When we talk about getting modern, getting in the trend, knowing what's different, we have the same product categories throughout the Melrose showroom. Wall art, table accents, definitely botanicals, lamps, those kind of things. But what you're going to see is the trend look itself has completely changed. And that's what you're looking for right there. This is how you're going to do it in your store. Make sure that you're taking a look at bringing those browns, those cocos, those golden colors, that ochre into your store and accenting that. Now we're going to finish up here because I'm sure you're tired of hearing me talk already this morning. It is Sunday morning. You got packing to do, right? Did you guys put in the comments where you're at? Are you here in Atlanta or are you getting ready to pack and come here? The organic shaping, biomorphic shaping is also something that is trending. And this shelving unit, I think here in Atlanta really personifies that and shows you what that is. The products are real easy to see. This is an organic edging here. And so this is something more found in nature. Now you could have had an oval bowl and it could be smooth all the way across the top, but that's not what customers are looking for. And that smooth look is not on trend. This is the look that is on trend. This lamp back here, to me, this is, I don't know, we've got one green, gorgeous lamp that we brought in that I really like too, but I'm gonna say, and it's early, this is my favorite lamp of the season. A lot of depth and color. You've got that mercury glass look for this. A lot of ombre look here. You see a little bit of silver, a little bit of gray, but mostly you're seeing the golden tone again, and you're seeing the accent even on the top metal part. This is a beautiful, beautiful lamp. I want to point out the dog portraits. This is something that the ladies were in front of in Dallas. We did not get a good shot of these for you. When you look at them, one of the things you're going to notice is, oh, it's an icon. This kind of reminds me of an old hunting dog. And then that other one, kind of the collie, looks a little bit like Lassie. And so that immediately takes you to a different time and a different feeling, right? And so when we see something like that, the icon itself transports us. And that's the other thing in wall art. I showed you the horse portraits that were there. We are no longer seeing these big graphic words where we'd see home or farm, and that was the type of wall art that was selling maybe 5-6 years ago, got really popular. Now we're starting to see more icons in our wall art, and that's something you're going to look for trends. So that's just a little glimpse of some of the things that we missed in Curated Country. I want to thank you for coming with me this morning. If you have not followed our Facebook page, please do that. Be watching this entire week. We are going to post videos over on our YouTube channel, and so if you subscribe and you get notifications over on YouTube, you will not miss those key videos when they go up for you. We are in the Atlanta's Market building number 1. We are on the 17th floor. Our everyday showroom is E18 and our holiday showroom is C11. So if you're down in the lobby and you get on the elevators and you come straight up to 17, which is what I recommend you do, come straight to the Melrose showroom, and then you're going to first see our holiday showroom C11. If you don't know your way around, one of our associates will definitely walk you down the hallway, make sure that you can find the everyday showroom. Everyday is E18. If you are in building 2 and you're trying to find your way to Melrose, which you should be doing, we're going to encourage you to take the skywalk on the 17th floor, and that's going to take you into the secondary door for the everyday showroom, which is kind of fun. It saves you a lot of time. You don't have to go down to the lobby and come back up. The doors are open. If you'd like an appointment, you're still packing your bags, you're like, oh, Melrose, I didn't get my appointment. Yes, you can drop us a note. We're going to put that in the comments below so that you have a way of going ahead and setting an appointment before you get here. And if you don't want an appointment and you don't want to be on a schedule, walk-ins are welcome. That's why we're open all this week here in Atlanta in the showroom. We want you to come in, we want you to look around, and we want you to ask us lots and lots of questions. We will see you very soon here at Melrose.